Good morning, good morning, good morning. Coffee one. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Melissa, evidential medium, IET, integrated energy therapy master instructor. And I'm here with you this morning. Good morning. It is daily guidance. This is a general reading. Take what resonates, please leave the rest. And if you're on a spiritual awakening journey, if you're on a healing journey, if you are ready to heal those traumas and dramas, those issues in your tissues, please take a look at my website. But we are here each and every day to do daily guidance for your general message to see what Spirit wants to bring through. Ironically enough, this morning, I pulled two cards just to kind of see where the message was going to go. Crazy, 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 crazy. And the message that I got was, you're turning pain into passion. So I'm really interested to see where this is going to go. Yeah, interested. So before we get there, I just want to do a couple of updates. I've been putting reels out. So for about 6 or 7 years now, I've been working with people on a healing journey. And because of my own energy, I do draw a lot of empath, clairsentient people to me who have had, difficult situations. And so I do a lot of the empath narc relationship, right? And healing that and why it happens and what it's all about. And so I've been doing these reels the past couple of week, and it's over 10,000 hours of really intuitively working with empaths that have been hurt, broken, patterns of narcissistic abuse. So this is my mission, really, to kind of help those of you who are finding yourself, maybe you didn't even know you were an empath until, you really started, tuning into what is a clairsentient and what is, I've always been able to read the energy of a room or, other people's vibe, right? Oh, I'm an empath. I'm feeling things, but you're also taking energy on. So if you've not had a chance to check out the reels, do that, because this is information I've been trying to get out there for years in the form of blogs, in the form of these lives, in the form of IET healing videos. Like, I've been trying to get this information out for so many years in so many different ways that these reels seem to be really great snippets of just me giving you the what for real quick, right? Because when you're in pain, when you're really feeling like things aren't going the way you want them to go in your life, and how do I get out of that? Why am I in this dynamic where I always seem to get hurt? Or why am I in this dynamic where people don't give back to me? Why am I in this dynamic of not being able to manifest, or not being able to, I get to a certain point, right? And then everything comes crashing down. So this is really kind of what I've been brought to really kind of help those of you who are in these situations, whether it was a parent, a friend, a boss, a romantic partner, whatever it is, that person that couldn't emotionally connect to you. And I never want to demonize these people, but man, do they do some damage sometimes. Yeah. I don't want to get into that too much, but follow me for more. Good morning, Emily. Welcome from Australia. Good morning, Tammy. I'm so glad you're here. And those of you watching on the replay, good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening. I know, Tammy, for you, or for Emily, for you, it's like way whole different time of day. Whole different time of day. I've actually done some working with some folks from Australia, and it's interesting. The time difference, very interesting. I actually just worked with someone from that part of the world, and it was really crazy, because it was like 11 my time, like 11 p.m. And it was, I think, like 1 her time. So yeah, it's okay. We do the time difference here. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Good evening. Good night. All right. So yes. And one of the things my booking calendar will do, if you plug in like your time, in your time zone, it will translate it into my time. So you can then choose the right time that works for you, that will work for me. So please don't get nervous if we're in different time zones. Yeah, we can work that out, totally work that out. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're all here. So, all right, so let's see where this wants to go, and then we'll dig into what spirit means by, yeah, turning pain into passion. Interesting. It was an interesting phrase. Like I was just looking for a phrase to, and I was like, wow, okay, let's see where this goes today. Let's see where this goes today. But yes, if you're someone in a narcissistic relationship or have been, and it's maybe been a little bit of a pattern for you, or it's something you're healing from, check out my blog, and then also check out IET, because that is where I've done some really profound work with people who have had that, unfortunately, have had that. Me being one of them, I was someone who had it in my family, which is why I just wrote about being in survival mode. I didn't know what survival mode was. I didn't know what survival mode was all about. Didn't know I'd been in it most of my life until I started doing the healing work and then learning what that was. So yeah, for those of you who are in survival mode or coming out of survival mode, or maybe just recognizing what survival mode is, and this is what the way you've been living your life, check out my blog. And then I'm here for you. I'm here for you. All right, so let's dig into this. Excuse my nose, guys. Excuse my nose. So this is how they dropped out. I'm feeling like you're the magician in your own life and you don't even know it. And so there has been a lot of pain. There has been a lot of things not working out. And I feel like these things not working out are not little things. These are big things, like being dumped on your head, like having to come back from a horrible, traumatic situation. And I feel like it for many of you, I feel like this Knight of Cups is because it was someone that was coming in to offer that solace, offer that stability, offer that love, offer that one of a kind. Yeah, Spirit's taking me deep today. This is the person, male or female, that came in and really made you feel like they were your person. They were going to be the one that was going to go the distance. They were going to be the one that was different. They said all the right things. They did all the right things. But at the end of the day, they didn't have it to offer. They didn't have it to offer. They made all the promises. They made it seem like they had it all together. They might have made it seem like they had their finances together, their job together, their home together. They were in a great place and they were really ready to share their life. They were really ready to go forward, right? And then it's like the lack or the, sorry guys, let me cover myself. I don't, you see my, yeah. You were made to believe they were a magician. You were made to believe they had it all together. You were made to believe they could fix anything. They'd been through it all. They knew how to navigate it. They said all the right things. Hello, Sarah. Good morning, Kristen. They were helping you transform your past pain into what you thought was a beautiful, beautiful situation. The love of your life. This is the feeling I'm getting here. Like this person came in and really made you feel like you could breathe. You were going to be okay. You were going to have everything you wanted. You were going to create it together. And then the bottom fell out. And the lies showed up. The cheating showed up. The other situation showed up. The ex showed up. The job wasn't the job you thought it was. The home or the money wasn't what you thought it was, how they portrayed it. This wasn't about them as much as you think. This was Spirit's way to show you that you didn't need someone else. That all of their deception, all of their brokenness that you were drawn to, you didn't need it. You had everything you needed within you. And so I feel like this energy right now is helping you to stand on your own 2 feet. It's helping you to find yourself. It's helping you to know that you can manifest the right partner, the right money, the right stability, the right safety, because it's only through your healing, only through your letting go of what was, that what you thought was the perfect person or the perfect situation or the one that you just had always wanted. And the other thing too that I'm picking up, guys, is you also have to, unfortunately, you have to stop trying to fix them. You have to stop trying to believe that they want to change. Good morning, Lynette. Good morning, Deb. Yeah. The only way for you to get what you want, the flow, the grace, the ease, the stability, the right guy, is letting go of any idea from that past situation that someone's going to be your knight in shining armor, that someone's going to be your Prince Charming. You have to be the savior in your own life. You have to love yourself so much that you're able to manifest the person who is also whole. It's not about 2 halves making a whole. It's about 2 wholes coming together and building something incredible. And the hard thing is, you thought you had that. You thought you had your Prince Charming, your happily ever after. But you have to understand that that brokenness, that lack, that's who they truly are. They don't have anything to give emotionally. So therefore, they don't have anything to give mentally, physically, energetically. They're shut down emotionally. And all they can see is what they can get. And the way that they do draw people to them is by presenting that false sense, that mask of who they think you want. But once that mask comes off, it doesn't go back on. So no matter how often they say they're going to change, no matter how often they say that they can love you, it probably isn't that they don't want to. They just can't. They don't know how. They're not available emotionally. It's shut down. They don't have the emotional to give. They don't have it to give. You have to understand that the only way you're going to get the love that you want is by standing up for yourself, empowering yourself, coming into your own yourself. No one's going to come in and ride on that white horse and fix it for you. You have to become your own savior. Love yourself. Let go of the victimhood. Let go of the blame and the shame. Become empowered. Love yourself. Loving yourself is about really getting to know who you are and what you will and will not accept, and doing that. And for many of you that have been in this like victimhood or disempowerment or unworthiness, you're not going to know who that person is. You're going to have to do some work. You're going to have to get to know yourself in a different way and heal those parts of yourself that made you feel disempowered, unworthy. That's where you get the good stuff. That's where you get the right situation, the right job, the right house, the right partner. When you can truly love yourself. Yeah. You got to listen to your own intuition. Your gut told you something wasn't right in the state of Denmark. Something told you there was someone else. So something told you they weren't being honest. You have to trust and act on that. Because when you trust and act on your gut, your clairsentience, your feeling, that's when you get a safe and stable position. That's when you get the right people around you. Because you're able to weed out the people that aren't right for you. No matter what they're saying, you got to go with the feeling. You got to go with the gut. And so for some of you, it's going to take some time to stand up for yourself and really trust your intuition, because you may have been emotionally and verbally abused throughout this whole relationship or this whole situation. And it's going to take a minute. But take the minute, step back so that you can get strong, so that you can start having the situations in your life that you want, the flow, the ease, the people that have integrity, the people that don't manipulate and lie to you, coming into your power, listening to your gut, following your clairsentience, your feeling that Spirit is giving you. When you meet someone and your whole body vibrates or reacts, that's not butterflies. That's Spirit going, run, run. This person isn't for you. And for many of us, we didn't know that. We didn't know that that was our clairsentient going, get out of here. You're not safe. This person isn't safe. Doesn't matter how charming they are. Doesn't matter how well they're smiling at you. They're not safe. We need you to go in the other direction. I was actually in a conversation one time with someone that I had known for a very long time. And I could feel his interest in me, and my whole body started shaking. And he actually said to me, "Are you okay?" But at that point in my life, I knew what it meant. It meant something's not right here, and I got to go. I got to go. This ain't for me. This ain't for me. Doesn't mean he was a bad guy. It just means Spirit was like, no, you do not need to go down this road. This is not your road. We have to start listening and acting on that. We have to start listening and acting on that. Loving ourselves. Fighting for what we want and who we are. Having the confidence. Getting the support. For some of you, maybe you've been in this situation for so long, you don't know how to get out, or you feel like you wouldn't be safe if you tried. I get it. So yes, put support around you, whether that's a family member, a friend, or an agency, right? Yeah. Get your support. Get your support. Yeah. Yeah. Been there. But you can have a life after. You can break free. You can turn that. It's a frequency. You're vibrating at a frequency that you resonate with these kind of people. And when you do your healing, you vibrate out of their resonance. You raise your frequency into people who are healthy and integral, that don't lie and cheat and manipulate to get what they want. There are people out there, even though you've probably never experienced it. And here's the thing, if you meet those people right now, you might not even be able to accept them or trust them because of what you've been through. That's why the healing is so important. The healing of your own emotional, physical, spiritual, mental, energetic bodies. Because what you're holding on to is very deep in your tissues. It's very deep in your body. It's very deep in your psyche, right? I mean, for me, it was subconscious programming. I had very narcissistic parents. I was never not gonna attract a narcissist until I did my work. Yeah, because it's time for you to come into harmony and resolution. It's time for you to have what you want. It's time for you to start to be able to raise your frequency. Raise your frequency and start to have the life you want, not the life you're being brought to by the old patterns or programs. Angels of harmony and healing are with you to help you resolve any conflicts that have been disturbing your inner peace. You are being encouraged to call on the light of God and surrender any concerns you have so that the divine can resolve them. Your angel guide is suggesting you release any need to be right or to get your point across, for this will only create more hostility. This is a time to focus on your own inner peace. Dedicate time and energy to doing what you can to make yourself feel comforted and comfortable. Through being more caring toward yourself, you will create harmonious energy that will wash out like a wave to all those around you. Trust that this will happen and harmony will be restored. Angel guidance is encouraging you to stand down from any conflicts that are going on in your life right now. Take a step back to collect your thoughts and breathe. Angels cannot help you unless you create space for them to intervene, and they are with you now and willing to restore peace. They want you to know that they are aware of your challenges and the concerns you have, but unless you have faith in that harmony can be restored, nothing can change. This is a time for you to visualize yourself, the situation, and everyone involved, enveloped in a golden light of goodness and grace. It's important to know that angels of peace are encouraging you to let them bring peace to this situation. Trust the process. Go within. Go within. Go within. Call in your help. Call in your help. Call in your help of angelic assistance. Call in your help of physical support. Make it a two-pronged approach. Make it a two-pronged approach. So if you are someone that is really struggling with this, you want to get out of the pattern, you want to get out of the victimization, you want to start being able to manifest the things you want in your life, the right people, the right job, and you want to heal that part of yourself that feels isolated and alone and shame and blame and victim, check out my website, guidance311.com. Start your IET journey. Start your IET journey. There's packages. So one single session right now, you can get $20 off with the coupon MOTHER20. And the packages, the first one is a 3-month package that is $100 off. So if you're someone that really can't step into the dream or the life or the goal that you want, we need to raise your frequency. We need to heal that part of you that's keeping yourself stuck. And for many of you, you may not even know what that is. And that's what's beautiful about working with the 9 archangels of the angelic realm and IET. They're going to go in and they're going to transform it. All we have to do is set an intention. And they're going to take that half empty and make it half full, layer by layer, like an onion, peeling away that old programming, that old pain, those old traumas, those old hurts, self-sabotage, whatever it is that's holding you back. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Ashika. You know, Karen, sometimes you just have to listen to your gut because Spirit is telling you. Spirit is guiding you. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Sorry, guys. This weather needs to get warmer. We're about 20 degrees away from having really nice weather. Yeah, the 40s got to go. We need it in the 60s so that my allergies will just stop. Oh, yeah, because it's time. Look at that. It's time for you to get into creative wonderment. It's time for you to be able to start following your passion. You can't be the most authentic version of yourself that you came here to be carrying all these traumas and dramas. You can't be the most authentic version of yourself by holding on to the pain or being stuck in that old cycle of self-sabotage or getting to a point where things are really starting to feel good and you fall again or you lose again. And that's because of that not being comfortable winning, not being comfortable receiving, not feeling like you deserve. And it's time to get out of that. It's time for you to be able to start following your passion. And you can't do that if you're weighed down by grief and anger and resentment. Betrayal, threat, woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? How often do we play that in our head? Oh, I would have done this, or I should have done that, or I could have done this. Hindsight's 2020. I was actually talking to this yesterday with someone, and they kept saying, well, this happened and this happened and this happened, but that's behind. Okay, so it happened, let it go. Now you see why it happened, or you see, but we got to go forward. We got to go forward. We got to go towards our goals and our passions and our dreams. That's where the good stuff is. So any woulda, coulda, shoulda, anything that you're seeing 2020 hindsight, let it go. It's time to go forward. But you can't do that if you're being pushed down by the weight of the abuse, the weight of the fear, the weight of the victimization. We got to let that go. And that's what IET can help you do. Release it. Energy can't be destroyed, guys. Can't be destroyed. We have to do something with it. And that's what I love about IET is we go in there and the angels are going to flip the script in your vibration. They're going to flip the script. They're going to pull in the support. They're going to help you where you haven't been able to help yourself. And for some of you, it's going to jumpstart the healing. For some of you, it's going to be like, you don't know what you don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know that I was living out of survival mode. I didn't know that every single situation and choice and decision I made was from that lens of pain and fear and unworthiness. I didn't deserve. Don't give to me. I'm going to self-sabotage every single time. I'm going to lose that career over and over and over again. I'm going to lose that relationship over and over and over again because I don't feel good enough to receive it, because I don't deserve it, because I'm not good. That was programming. We got to flip that script. We got to flip that script. And we can. And we can. So if you're ready to take a step, go to my website, book your session. Let's get started. Let's get started. And I always work with you at the right time. So I never worry about when we'll work together. I never worry about meeting you or having you find me. Spirit's going to do it. Spirit's going to do it. So when you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. Because I want you to be happy. I want you to be fulfilled. I want you to have what it is you're here to have. I want you to get into the high vibrational frequency of being powerful and empowered and worthy and deserving and compassionate and forgiving. Kindness is not a weakness. It's a superpower. I actually said this to someone the other day. If nothing changes, nothing changes. You have to make the change. You have to partner where you can get support to help yourself make the change. IET isn't a one and done, and it's not a fix-all. So I do encourage people to also reach out to medical doctors, reach out to counselors, but it will support. It will support, especially if you're someone who has been military, or you're someone that's been in law enforcement, where you've been in traumatic situations or scary situations over and over and over again, and you really don't want to dig them up by talking about them. That's what I love about IET. We set the intention. The angels go in and do the flip, right? So we don't have to talk about it to death. We just have to set the intention. So if you're someone that really has been in a very abusive situation, or you've had some scary things happen to you that you're holding on to it, you know that you have a physical reaction in certain situations, and you don't want to have that physical reaction anymore. Or maybe you're to the point where you can't do certain things because of the way you feel. If your whole life is being limited because of the fear and the trauma, let's get in there and flip it so that you can get into creative wonderment. You can get into living your passion and your dream. Yeah. All right, one more card. One more card before we head off to our Thursday. I'm like, what day is it? Off to our Thursday. Yeah, because you're a world bridger. You are multidimensional bridge to the spiritual. Yes, it's time for death of the old and rebirth of the new. Death of that version of yourself that's just weighed down. Let's get into the rebirth of who you came here to be. Your multidimensional self, your magnificent divine divinity, that spark of the divine that you came here to be, shining your light, living your best life. And you can't do that if you're weighed down, if you're in pain. You can't do that if nothing feels good or you're not able to receive. All right. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you, Karen, because I don't. So guys, yes, there's many, many scammers out there and solicitors. Please know I'm not contacting you. I'm not soliciting you other than my videos where I talk about my service. I'm not reaching out. I'm not sliding in your DMs. I'm not commenting on, I'm not soliciting and spamming you. So it's not me. All right. So thank you, Karen. I will investigate that and I will report that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But please, please, please be very discerning about who you work with. And to work with me, you're going to go to my website. I'm never going to come to you. All right. So everything, all the information's in the description box. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Sending you so much love and so many blessings.